Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for checking in. This video is part 2 or the second half of the cabinet, the gun concealment cabinet that I've been making, that I want to show you guys on how to do it, give you some instructions on how to build one on your own. This week we're going to be doing the flag. We're doing the flag, cutting the wood, assembling it, staining it, putting the hardware on, the locking mechanism. Everything that you're going to need to know is going to be concluded into this video. All right? So sit tight and I'll get this started. So for the stripes, you're going to need one piece of wood like this. All right? 1 by 12 by 8 feet is what you're going to need. Okay? When you're done cutting everything, you're going to get stuck. Not stuck, but you're going to have about this much left over. All right, and there's 2 ways you can build the flag on this cabinet. I'll show you both ways. I'll show you one way and then I'll explain another way on how to do it. Okay, so here I cut 13 stripes. Okay, 13 stripes. They're 1.5 inches by 36. Okay, by 1 inch. All right, so you're gonna take your 1 by 12 and you're gonna cut 13 1.5 by 36 inch stripes. Okay, and these are gonna make up your stripes. All right, these are gonna make all your stripes. We're gonna work them. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna do it in a time lapse, so this way it's not a 3-hour video. But let me show you how we work these, and then we're going to go from there, okay? First things first, what I'm going to do, because the union, okay, you get this stencil here. You can get this from Amazon, all right? Do your own research, okay? You get this from Amazon. This union here measures about, actually, exactly 14 7/8 and 10.5. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this here. We're gonna place this union stencil here with a pencil. We're gonna make a light mark. All right. Because when we work these stripes, what we do to these stripes here on this side, we don't want to do here on this side. Okay. So that's why we're gonna mark it down. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripes that we got to work just partial. All right. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. I'm going to make sure it's all lined up nice and neat. And just lightly make a mark there. Okay. Now I know not to go on this side when I'm working this side. Okay. Also, when you stain it, you know where to put your razor blades, because that's how we're gonna mark off. How we're gonna mark off the blue from the red and white. All right, we're gonna stick razor blades in here, and then the stain won't pass through, won't bleed into each other on both directions. If that makes any sense to you guys. Another way to do it is to cut these 7 stripes here. You can cut these at about 21 inches and then use a solid piece of wood after you've cut it down as your union. All right, so that's the second way you can do it. All right, either way, it doesn't make a difference. It all comes out the same. All right, it's a very nice product when said and done. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to work these now. I'm going to clamp them down. I'm going to work these stripes to give it that rustic, battle-torn look. All right, so what I do is I use this, it's a flat disc, the 80 grit flat disc that I put on a grinder, right? And I work the corners, work the edges, and I make everything is random. These things are handmade. Each one is different. No two are the same. So I'm just gonna run this through real quick and just so you can continue. All right, so as you see, one of the pieces of wood broke when I was grinding it, but that's okay because out of the 1 by 12 by 8 footer, you're gonna get actually 14 stripes. So that was okay. That's no big deal. But this is what I was talking about. You can see how I worked it there, okay, and not here. All right, because you want this to stay flush and even. It'll be a lot easier when you carve your stars in. All right, so this is what it's looking like so far. All right, but it's still got a long way to go. Long way to go. All right, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to torch it. Okay, I'll get the torch. I'm going to torch them, and then we're going to stain them, and then we're going to put it together. Stay tuned. All right. Okay, so torching them, all you need is a propane cylinder, right, and a torch. Okay, I got this one. I don't know where I got this one from, but I don't know. But anyway, this is what you need, all right? And we're gonna torch them on the side. Now, when it comes to torching them, you can't go wrong. There's no such thing as too much or too little, okay? Actually, in my opinion, I think there is a such thing as too little. But you can torch them as dark as you want, and once we stain them, because the stain is gonna cover up a lot of torch marks. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to torch them, all right? We're gonna do that now. Okay, so after you torch it and scar it up, this is what it's gonna look like. All right? Now you know what I mean when I say no two are the same. Each one is unique. Now the next step is to stain it, let it dry, and put it together. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you do, if you are, please like, subscribe, and share. All right, for the stain, I'm using Minwax wood finish. This is Barn Red. Okay, you can use Crimson, Fire Engine Red, whatever you want. Here I got Pure White, and you want to use the tint base, the transparent color stain is what you want to use. Transparent color stain. This way some of that burn can show through the stain. And I have here, this is marine blue. Alright? I got them from Lowe's, I think it was. There's marine blue. I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but that's what I got. Marine blue. You can get navy blue, royal blue, light blue, whatever blue you want. You know, go to the store, take a look, take a peek, see what they got, and you make your choice from there. You know? But this is what I happen to be using. This is what I chose for me. This is what works for me. And so this is what I'm going to use. All right? Also, I apply it with these here foam brushes. Cheapy brushes. You get a 12 pack on Amazon. You go to you go to Lowe's and get a little pack there. All right, 12 pack. I forget what they cost, but you know, very simple. Don't have to be expensive. All right. What we're gonna do now is just gonna stain them. We're gonna stain the flag. We're gonna let it dry. We're gonna put the stencil on. We'll put the stencil on here. We're gonna carve out the flags. I mean the stars. To carve the stars, I use this. I have where is it? Right there. I have a Dremel tool with the wand. It makes it easy on the hands, and you're not holding the whole tool in your hand. All right, and then we got these bits here. These bits is comes in this pack, right? It's 106 and 107 is what you want to use. All right, where is it? I'm not gonna get it. All right, but that's a rough idea of what it's gonna look like. You got a little round head on there, and you carve them out, each individual star. That's the tedious pain in the ass part, but at the end result, it's a beautiful piece. So let me get with that. Let me get started on that, and I'll see you. I'm gonna check you guys later. Okay, so stain is dry. I put it together. It's just together temporarily. I didn't glue it or clamp it. I just wanted to show you guys this section here, this part here. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the flag around, and then we're going to glue it. And then once the glue dries, we're going to put the stencil on for the union, and then we're going to carve out the stars. The tedious part. I hate that part. Okay, so once the flag is clamped and drying, you're gonna go ahead and take some strap that you got laying around, right? The flag measures from the top to the bottom is 19 3/4. So you're gonna take these strips, right, and you're gonna cut them 17 3/4. This way it's an inch from the top, an inch from the bottom. All right. It has to accommodate for the cabinet, which is 3/4 frame. All right. You can go tighter if you want, but just to play it safe, I like to go an inch from the top and the bottom, and these things add more rigidity and give it more strength. All right. So just cut. I usually put 4 of them. All right, so you just cut 4, 5, 3, whatever you want to do, and you nail it onto the back, and we're gonna shoot them. We're gonna glue these in, and I'm gonna shoot them down with 1¼ nails, 1¼ brad nails for my nailer, because this is technically, even though they call it a 1x12, 1x4, 1x6, whatever, it's actually 3/4 of an inch. All right, the rough cut is 1. Before they mill it. Anyway, so it's 3/4 of an inch. 3/4, as anybody knows, is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to shoot it down with 1¼ brad nails. After I put some glue, I'm going to shoot it down. You're going to set it aside, let it dry. Come back in a few, and then we're going to start carving the flags on, and then all the other fun shit that happens. You got to do the gas struts. You got to do the locking mechanism. You got to do the hinge. And just gets more fun from here. All right, so if you notice, I put a nail in every single stripe. All right, because you know, people pay a lot of money for these things, and you can't skimp on craftsmanship, on skill, on material. You see the amount of glue I put down, so. You know, I'm getting $250 for these, easy. And you can't skip. You don't want somebody to take it home and then it falls apart and they're calling you, oh, what the fuck, this shit fell apart. What kind of bullshit is this? Nah, not a mouthwash, baby. All right, so I use good glues, good nails, good wood. I make sure everything is, I hand pick everything. All right, so we're gonna let this set, we're gonna let this dry. All right, I'm going to come back at it tomorrow. All right, and we're going to continue this video. Keep it on one video. Come back tomorrow. We're going to come back. We're going to hit this up. All right. In the meantime, If you like what you're seeing so far, hook an old Rican up. Subscribe, like, share, comment, ask me a question, anything you want to know about it, dimensions, you know. I want to keep this interactive. I don't want to put everything down in the description. All you gotta do is read and run. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Alright? So like I said, like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up bell, hit that bell, hit that thumbs up. Every time I drop a video, you get notified. Download the YouTube app on your phone, it's free. Alright, so I'm gonna chill for now, suck down a couple of beers while this dries up, and we'll get back at it again, baby. Alright? Sit tight. Alright. So this thing dried overnight. It's now a complete flag. Alright, so now I'm just gonna do the tedious part of carving out these stars, which you know, it's tedious, it takes time, but the end result is worth it. Alright, so when I put the hinge on, I like to put a little shim in there, like an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/16 of an inch, whatever, just to get some clearance. Or you can just eyeball the hinge and just make sure that you have enough clearance there. But it's easier with the shim because it holds the flag up. So now you just put the hinge in the space and the gap there, and you screw it on. Make sure everything is, you know, even on either side. You don't gotta measure it and go crazy. You just eyeball it. It's just as good. But it's usually about 3.5. I think it's 3.5 on either side. Now I always start with the, obviously, with the one in the middle. The hinge, the screw hole in the middle, because this way it'll keep everything else. This way that will hold the rest of the hinge. And just go easy with the drill because you don't want to strip these screws out. Alright? If you strip the screw out, what you can do is take that same screw, back it out of the hole, and you can put a little glue on the screw, and then you put it back into the hole that you stripped, and it should be fine. And it will be fine. Alright, so I'm going to screw these in, top and bottom. And then we're going to move on to the gas struts and the locking mechanism. And those are a little trickier because they require precise measurements. These things are not really hard to make, and if you want one, you can hit me up on the description on the comments, and then we can arrange shipping and such. But like I said, for these cabinets, I have to get at least $250 because of the time and the work and effort that goes into it. All right, so these are the gas struts that I'm buying, that I'm using. All right, you can find these on Amazon. I get the 100N because I think it pushes 22 pounds, something like that. And I use 2 of them. Okay, so 2 gas struts. You can find these on Amazon, right? And the locking mechanism is, as I said before, it works with an RFID card, right? And in the box you get 3 cards. You get 3 cards and 2 key fobs, right? You get 2 of these and 3 of these. You also get a wire that if you want to drill a hole in the cabinet and plug it in rather than using battery, you can do that. But the batteries last a really, really, really long time. And when the batteries are low, what the cabinet does, what the lock does is it'll beep 3 times and then it'll unlock. And when it unlocks, it'll stay unlocked until you change the batteries. All right, so just a little bit of information there on that, on how that works. Because that's the first question people ask is, what happens if the batteries run out? Well, now you know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install these struts and the locking mechanism, but I want to show you, rather than measuring, because sometimes your numbers can be off. All right, what I like to do is I'll take a pencil and I'll open the cabinet and I'll put it inside the box along the edge, and then I'll mark. And I will mark the back of the flag. This way I know where the cabinet really is, the inside the cabinet, and then I can take measurements from there to install the locking mechanism. Okay, so here's the finished product, 100% done. Like I said, you get 3 RFID cards. Okay, beautifully constructed. Also, you're getting 2 hooks to hang a rifle in there, and 2 rare earth magnets, gun magnets. They're rubber coated, so it doesn't scratch your gun. All right, comes pre-drilled, so you can hang it on the studs in your house, on the wall. %100 complete. All right. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe, share, comment. All right. We can set something up for shipping. All right. I'll ship it to you. You can, as far as payment, I have Venmo and Zelle to make it easy. And that's about it, man. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Side note, for all my Boricua followers out there, I'm doing that flag with the Puerto Rican flag, the Puerto Rican style. All right, this one's not done yet. I just now laid out the star. I just stuck it on there for this video just so you can see what it looks like. All right, but I'm making the big cabinets like that with the Puerto Rican flag. All right, for all my Boricua subscribers. All right, so all right, with that, be safe, be strong, and be brave. I'm Old Rican 18, and I'm out. Peace. All right, my man Pete, your flag is ready, brother. Go pick it up whenever you want. All right, you good to go, puppy. I see you when you get here.